Good evening, everybody. It's Malcolm Watson here from Warfield in Berkshire. Thank you for joining me and listening to this of my weekly rantings. If you're watching this live, just let me know where you're watching it from. And if you're watching on replay, put replay in the comments so I can see when and where you're watching. So whatever, I'm really grateful you've taken the time to look at this. So today it's about counting your blessings, and I'm going to go through 5 blessings that we all have and we can all do something about, but sometimes we ignore them. So it's the old question, isn't it? Too often we look at other people and say, why are they happy? Why are they successful? Why are they content? And maybe they're not, because people just let us see what they want us to see. Well, if you took the time to reflect on yourself and thought about it yourself, maybe you would realize you've got a lot to be grateful for. We've got a lot to be grateful for. And that's what I really want to talk about this evening. The first thing you need to do, so the first blessing, if you like, is time. We all have the same amount of time given to us. There's 24 hours in a day, there are 7 days in a week, and so on. And yet some people seem to have time and some people seem to be really short of it. They often say about good sports people, why do they seem to have plenty of time to do a shot or to kick the ball or whatever? And it's the same with successful people. Why do they seem to have time to do things? There's an old saying, isn't there? If you want something done, give it to a busy person. Because people who are busy, they prioritize, they make time. And that's what it's all about, really, is prioritizing and just thinking about the time you have allocated. What is your priorities? Do you need to look at them? Do you need to change them? Because by changing your priorities, you might change your destiny, you might change your life. So it's worth looking at. So you want to have time. Use the time you have and use it valuably. Make a DMO, a daily method of operation, what you do, and write things down so you have time and you know what you're doing. Find time to actually think about things. It could be at the beginning of the day, it could be at the end of the day, whatever best for you. But you'll find that this helps relax you more, makes you feel more happy with life and more content with what you're doing and grateful for what you have, rather than rushing and hurrying and worrying about things you have no control over, i.e. other people. So don't worry about that. And I've touched on it already, but the second blessing is time to reflect, time to think. During the time you have, you want to think about what you have rather than what you haven't got. It's a lot better. They always say, if you're not getting on with someone, think about their good points. Don't think about the bad points. It's very easy to knock things down, isn't it? But it's much harder to look at new ways of doing things and so on. But it's very easy to see people's good points and what you have to be thankful for. So think about the blessings that come your way. Friends, family, food, work, shelter. The list is endless, and you can make your own list. But they're often taken for granted. And if you take things for granted, you often don't actually take the time to think what you're grateful for and what you can do about it. So having got time, use that time to think and to concentrate on 1 or 2 things maybe today that have happened to you that have enriched your life. Because things happen every day. It could be meeting people, it could be a good experience, it could be having fun, whatever it is. But your life is enriched every day if you let it. So the next blessing is generosity. To be generous. Remember to care for all you do and for everyone you come across. That's the most important thing. Not to be envious, but to be grateful for the people you meet. Never be envious of anyone. Why should you envy anyone? Because if you do, you need to do something about it. If you want to get better, do something about it. If you want to make more money, do something about it. So this is in your hands. You need to do it. Comparing yourself with others only leads to dissatisfaction and disappointment. And maybe these thoughts start to drain you. And that's what you don't want. You don't want thoughts that drain you. You want thoughts that are positive and enliven you. So think what you have got. Concentrate on your spirit of generosity and radiate warmth and happiness. Remember, if you care for people and give people what they want, you're actually helping yourself, because it's helping fulfill a need for yourself, because we all like to help and we all like to be liked. So if you help people, you will find that you will actually be helping people, and you will feel better for it. You will feel that spirit of generosity and realize how fortunate you are. The next blessing is the ability to question. We should always question things. You'll know if you've got children, they're always saying why. And they say if you ask why 5 times, you actually get to the nub of what things are about. If you ask the question why 5 times, you'll actually find the reason. And you'll be surprised. Why not ask other people what they're grateful for? It's often what I've listed above, the simple things in life: health, happiness, family. These are the things that people are thankful for. You will find that by speaking with others, it will reinforce what you're thankful for, what you like, and it'll make you feel better for it. And also, you'll get to know other people better. And you might find out that the people who you didn't know, or you didn't know about, or maybe even annoyed you, you will find out more about them, and that you'll find that they are exactly the same as you. They want the same as you, and they want to be happy and healthy and be loved, and all the things that we've mentioned. And it'll make you appreciate other people more. The next one is recognition, and this perhaps is the most important one of all. Now you realize what you've got, and you need to verbalize it. You need to tell people that you're grateful. The people that you love, you're grateful to have them in your life. You acknowledge what they do for you in your life. People often, they just take it for granted. They don't tell other people how much they love them, how much they appreciate what they do, how what they do makes their life better. And that's what we need to do. We need to show people that we recognize. One of the great things about leading a team is to have recognition occasions when you actually recognize what people do. And it might be simple things. The first time somebody's actually asked a question to somebody, the first time somebody's done a live broadcast, the first time somebody's done a telephone conversation, the first time someone's done a face-to-face with people, and so on. It doesn't have to be massive things, but it's just recognizing and acknowledging what people do. Like I said, too often we neglect those people closest to us for people who are not close to us. And we recognize other people. We say, oh, he or she's good. Oh, they're good at this, and so on. But do we tell the people we love how much we recognize, appreciate, and need them in our lives? And that's a really important thing to do. If you haven't done it already, it's a small way, and you'll find your relationships blossom. You'll feel happy, and it'll just help your life in general. So there we are. Count your blessings, and I've done 5. These are 5 simple ways to be grateful. However, it's easy to say, it's easy to write, but the real key is action. Remember, dreams without action are just dreams. Thoughts without action are just thoughts. So why not start off by the last one, telling people closest to you how much you love them, how much you recognize them, how much you acknowledge what they do. It's a simple way, but it'll make you feel better, and you can bet your bottom dollar it'll make them feel better as well. So just do it. Start today from this moment to recognize and acknowledge how blessed you are, and stop worrying about other people. Other people don't matter. Remember, the only way you can change other people is by you changing your attitude to them. They're not going to change most likely. But if you change your attitude, you might find that they change. It's a funny thing. If you look for people who are happy and smiley, you're happy and smiley too, because it just reflects on you. So just do it. You may find you're beginning to look, they're beginning to look enviously at you as you radiate confidence, happiness, and calmness. So there you have it. I hope it's been useful for you. I may well do some more of these next week as well, because there's so much in our lives we need to be thankful for. If you'd like to know more about what I do, please just leave a comment and I'll get back to you. And if you want to ask a question, and I'll be more than happy to do that. Please feel free to share this, to show others you care, because by showing you care, you are helping yourself always. Whatever you do, I wish you success and have a great week. Thank you.